the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3- or 4-yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go with the option, coming right. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A dump down to McKinnon. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the first down, Chiefs.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mahomes. That's complete to Tony.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a 3rd and very long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Now here's Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Second and 8 coming from the 19. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Mahomes going to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2nd and 5. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
Very nice play keeping it and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
Jackson going to run again. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
15 yards there for number 15.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Here's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing is Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson will throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Mahomes now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for Kansas City. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second down, McKinnon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Jackson now. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
On the return, it's Tony.
Oh, able to avoid him.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a give, this is McKinnon.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Justin Matabike firing across the line there and planting him for a loss.
They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Baltimore. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, but that one, how about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Going for it with McKinnon.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. An option handoff here to Dobbins. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:54 on the clock. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Mahomes will throw. Finding Kelsey.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Mahomes.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mahomes.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There's definitely a low percentage chance of that being completed, but you have to like the shot that they took right there. They have to get something deep downfield. That one fell incomplete. Got to try it again.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.